It's time for the Schmuck Files.
What am I, a schmuck on wheels?
A weekly look at all the stable geniuses that grace this planet we call Earth.
Huh? They're calling her a serial pooper.
Oh, the grown man that just went to the bathroom behind the bleachers.
A woman accused of DUI on a horse is speaking out.
Get the cold coffee.
Go there. I meet with my attorneys there.
Defecating on the school's track every day.
Right here on the Dinner with Schmucks podcast.
Better to be king for a night than schmuck for a lifetime.
All right, kicking off the Schmuck Files for tonight, we're going to a very familiar place called Flori-DUH. And this woman likes to get high on the meth, then use Walmart as her personal buffet.
Jocelyn Alita Lopez, 25, was arrested after raiding a Florida Walmart and chomping down on several meals inside the store. Lopez rode a motorized shopping cart through the shop with a half-empty wine bottle, the loss prevention officer told deputies. As she continued on her personal eating spree, she grabbed a sushi package, ate one roll, then put it back on the shelf. She also ate mini muffins and cinnamon rolls, as well as most of the rotisserie chicken. The homeless woman ate through $32.36 worth of items, deputies said. Police found 3 empty syringes in her bags, which Lopez admitted were for shooting up meth, according to the affidavit. She was charged with petite theft for stealing the meals and drug possession.
Petite theft.
Never seen a fat meth head, but in Florida.
When did petite theft become like a thing? Like
the first comment is it's pronounced petty.
It's petty theft, and he just fucked it up. Okay.
The guy who read this, like, he'd be like, all of his phrases were weird. I don't know. It almost sounded like it was fake.
It's like an intern.
Yeah, he sounds like a dumbass kid who's trying to have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, but it's the Daily News.
Oh. Well, then he's just retarded.
This was actually this should have gotten this tag as well. This was from 2015. Since we just did one of these the other day, it was kind of hard to find news stories, so some of these are a little old again, which is fine because they're still schmucks, and it's. But yeah, just one piece of sushi, put the rest back, ate most of a chicken.
What is this sushi?
and
she throws it back.
She was homeless. They didn't say she was homeless until
the very end. Yeah,
yeah.
When they showed the chicken on the TV, then they're like, "This bitch
that makes
be homeless."
It way grosser.
Yeah. But they didn't say what happened to her. I mean,
one of the comments, hold on. Sorry. One of the comments in there I read earlier when I was looking this up. I didn't do the comment thing because one of these videos didn't even have any comments. It might be this one. Somebody said they worked at Walmart in the past and it wasn't considered theft unless you left the building with it, which is weird. But still, if you ate like $36,
it's still in you, and you have to go out.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
Well, some of the sushi,
unless you shit before you leave, and then technically,
Dieter found a loophole.
I did. There it is, baby.
But then the stuff still
Free
leaves the
food for
building, but
life.
doesn't leave with you.
Right.
What's that?
It still leaves the building, but doesn't leave with you.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah. So look at that.
It's person non shitta.
That's the title of the episode. Persona non shitta.
Yeah. Might be.
Nice.
I got just a pile of shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the emoji.
Yeah.
All right, we're keeping it in Florida. We're going to Winter Haven. This lady calls 911 over and over again because she needed a ride.
A Florida woman is arrested for dialing 911 4 different times asking for a ride. This is 31-year-old Sarah Allen.
Swiping right on her.
3 times, but her
future
phone
Mrs.
kept
Winterly.
disconnecting. Officers found her in a hospital parking lot. They told them she called because she needed a ride to a different
So is she.
city. These officers warned her that 911 is for emergency calls only and told her to leave the property unless she needed medical help. She walked away and then called 911 again to complain about the officer. Those officers came back and she was arrested and charged for misusing 911. At the CBS 17 Digital Desk, I'm digital reporter Judith Ratana.
Digital reporter Judith Ratana.
I kind of would swipe right on Judith there, you know.
If you take Judith, you got to take the...
So if I take her, I got to take what?
You got to take the 911 chick.
Oh, okay. Threesome, baby. Whatever I got to do for a threesome, man, I don't really give a shit.
Kind of looks like that chick could be maybe the chick that roughed up a Walmart looking for some food. Oh, no, that chick was a big chick, right?
Yeah.
All right. This is this one's actually very recent. And,
that's not the one I sent you, though, right? There have been a couple of these.
Well, this is the one. This isn't the link you sent me. This is actually a news story about it. But
I thought it was Alabama, the one I sent you.
No, it was Arkansas.
Oh.
I'm sure Alabama's got one, too.
Yeah.
But I will say, once I watched this and I was typing something and it played on the next video, it was another story about an Arkansas police chief or a police sheriff being fired or something racist. And then yet again, another video. And these are all from like the last 3 years.
It's a whole playlist.
Yeah.
So Arkansas police chief resigns after saying, quote, "death to all Democrats" on social media. Only the best people.
New this evening, a police chief resigns after posts surface of his that describe violence towards people of certain political beliefs. On a social media site called Parler, Lane Holland, the chief of police for Marshall, made several remarks regarding his political bias. He said on several occasions, "death to all Democrats," in response to other posts. In a statement, Marshall Mayor Kevin Elliott condemns the posts that were made by Holland. Elliott says Marshall is inclusive of all its citizens and does not support violence towards anyone of any political persuasion. Holland's resignation is effective immediately.
I would hope so.
Yeah, she had trouble reading that story. I don't know what her problem was.
I wonder who turned him in, because he's on some, crazy obscure,
it's not really that obscure anymore,
social media network where like it's all like-minded people. So I wonder who was the leak? Who was the person who turned him in?
That's a good question.
It could be anyone, because you can go on Twitter and everybody's just reposting shit they saw on Parler. It's on Facebook already.
Oh, really?
People are just reposting this stuff now. Yeah, people are going in there and creating alt accounts and trying to fuck with them. I just read something tonight. Something in Toys, actually, in the Toys group. Which, Mark, we might have to maybe introduce you to that group.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, you would fit in well there.
Yeah, I think Mark is going to be the newest member.
I think
I nominate you.
Yeah, I think I'll send you an invite, and
it's all dick pics, dude. All dick pics.
I'm in.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to give you both of my accounts. I'm going to give you 2 accounts to sign up.
I thought you were about to say. I thought you were about to say I'm going to send pictures of both my dicks.
It looks just like that. It work out like that.
But I was going to say, somebody posted that I guess they'd created like an account in there, and a lot of them are already getting bored with it, because apparently just like a big echo chamber isn't exciting because there's nobody to fight with.
Right. Yeah. Interesting.
So they're going to start creeping back, to where they can fight with the libtards. So, but speaking of, and this one we're going to, once again, this is in England, Arkansas. If you knew there was an England, Arkansas, I had to check for a minute. And once again, another police officer fired over a racial incident.
You know why? Because you don't belong in my city.
How we from here?
But you understand, I know who my people are, right? Who belongs here, who doesn't?
And he said, like, you don't belong in my city. You're not from here. Like, come on, man. England's 3,000 people. Everybody know everybody.
DeMarcus Bunch and some friends traveled back to his hometown to record a music video on July 21st. Instead, he recorded Officer Moore.
If he's not terminated, then the world will know something is wrong. You know, there's no reason that he shouldn't be terminated.
We got gang wars going on. We got all kinds of stuff. And I come from the big city.
According to a training history report obtained under the Freedom of Information Act, Officer Moore started his law enforcement career in Greenville, South Carolina. Population about 67,000. Moore also worked 10 months with the Simpsonville Police Department before moving to Arkansas in 2016. Since then, he's been fired by the Lonoke County Sheriff's Department and is now the subject of an internal investigation in England.
How much time does it take? The video speaks for itself. Like, if you once you see something like that, you should already know, okay, this is what's happening and I can't tolerate this a day later.
He's got those Gary Busey teeth going on.
Yeah, that officer, man.
Yeah,
the
officer. I'm not being racist. I didn't mean that guy. I meant the officer. He's got the Gary Busey teeth. He was like,
yeah,
I can't even do it. I can't get my lip up high enough.
Yeah, like Mr. Ed.
I know my people. You're not from here.
Did you ever hear what Gary Busey's all fucked up though?
Yeah, I know why. Yeah,
crazy accident. Like,
oh, really? Listen, take part of his brain or something.
Yeah, he was speaking of Opie's podcast, and this was Carl wasn't on this episode, but because it was when he was on Westwood One. But go if you get a chance, go listen to Opie Radio, the Gary Busey interview. It was sometime in 2000. I want to say sometime in 2018. I was still in Florida when I listened to it, and he talked about the entire thing. And
wow,
it's. I started looking at Gary Busey completely different after that, listening to that episode.
Well, you know, it's interesting because the same thing happened to me when I heard about. I mean, I always loved Sam Kinison, but I found out that he was like a normal kid and really smart, and he was in a car accident, I think, and had like severe head trauma, and he was like a different person. Yeah. And that's the comedian that we all know, like that crazy, over the top, screaming lunatic who was hilarious. And also Roseanne Barr. You know, she was a normal kid, and I think she got either hit by a car or she was in a car accident and had some brain trauma, and she was in a psych ward where she was.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, you should, dude. You should watch the first time she was on Joe Rogan. You should watch. Like I see her in a whole new light, and that was right after that whole like the haircut makes you look like the Planet of the Apes person or whatever.
Like after she started back on TV and then had her show taken away?
Yeah. She was on Ambien. She's an alcoholic, and she admits all this. You know, she's an alcoholic. She's on Ambien. She's smoking weed all the time. And so she tweeted that shit out at like 2:30 in the morning. She doesn't even remember because she's fucking crazy. She's legitimately crazy.
Yeah.
Even like she says that.
I liked her in The Office. I mean, she was only in like one episode. She played Andy's agent.
Oh.
I forgot what her name was. You know, she's here in Scranton.
Yeah.
That I really enjoyed that first season of The Connors. I thought it was really good, and I thought she was good on it. It's a shame she is just so self-destructive.
Yeah. But they did her wrong too, man. I mean, the whole cancel culture thing is fucked. You know, like everybody fucks up. Everybody. You know, everybody says stupid shit. But if you say it on social media, or if someone happens to have their fucking cell phone out and catches you saying it, your life's over. Like that's not okay. Like what are we supposed to have?
It's nice to be insignificant sometimes.
Social media lepers. What?
Well, that's what the Island of Broken Toys is, but no.
Right, but still.
But no, it's nice to be. I said it's nice to be insignificant sometimes, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that's for sure. But no, here's my point. So, you know, the network should have said, okay, if people think she's a fucking raving racist lunatic, then let's see what the ratings say.
Yeah, I think advertisers
It's
probably pulled out, and that's what fucked her. Yeah,
Well, advertising.
Because it's all about money. It's all about money.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, when the president of the United States is the most racist, bigoted, sexist piece of shit,
corrupt
that's ever been on.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah. You know, you know, anybody else that says the same shit or far less, you know, they lose their job. You know, they lose all credibility. Everybody
he
hates
lost
them.
his job.
They get doxed or doxied.
He has no
whatever the fuck
credibility, and he's going to lose his freedom 1201 January 20th.
I mean, I hope so.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Well, you know, like you're saying, I mean, like, you know, these
SDNY waiting with cuffs.
People who call people out, like, you better make sure your background's squeaky clean, or else it's going to backfire on you. You know,
exactly.
So,
and I'm sorry, almost nobody has a squeaky clean background.
No.
I know shit about the two of you that would get you. You guys would never be hired again. You guys find that stuff about me.
Absolutely, we do. That's why we all get along so well. It's perfect. Everything's in perfect balance.
So yeah. Just kidding. I'm perfect.
Yeah. You are, Mark. You're perfect.
Thank you.
That's why we love you.
I will say I've never kept a squirrel in a cage like these fine people in Limestone County, Alabama.
Is that the one right below that? Oh, meth addicted squirrel.
The meth addicted squirrel.
Okay.
And once again, we are going.
New at 5, a video of a meth-addicted squirrel is going viral.
Limestone County investigators found the squirrel during a drug bust.
Oh, she's hot,
This video
too.
shows the animal locked in a cage,
squirrel?
jumping from
Yeah.
bar to bar, its heart beating rapidly.
Deputies are now looking for Mickey Polk, the squirrel's owner, who's facing
Tax
some serious
squirrel's
charges. Dan Schaefer.
And
He
I'm
looks
Dr.
like a
Sherman.
squirrel,
Thank you
too.
for joining us. Way 31 Scotty K joins us from the sheriff's office with reaction to this bizarre bust and to explain why Polk had this squirrel in the first place. Scotty, what'd you learn?
Nausea. Limestone County investigators tell me they've never seen anything like this. When they showed up at the house on Piney Chapel Road, they were expecting to find drugs, but not a squirrel. And neighbors tell me they're just as shocked.
Of course they weren't expecting to find a squirrel.
Killing and harming animals.
Billy Clem's best friend is his Great Dane Romeo.
Billy
When
Clem.
this animal lover heard a squirrel was
Alabama,
found
man.
locked in a home just down the road from his, he was upset.
It's sad. I mean, it's sad because that
I don't know, that squirrel looks
should be
normal
out
to
in
me.
a tree somewhere,
Yeah.
not in a cage. Not anything anybody could be proud of for certain.
The worst part, deputies say they
Squirrel
got a
looks like
tip
it belongs
that
in a
Mickey
Christmas
Polk was
tree.
using the animal to attack,
Yeah.
giving it meth to keep it aggressive.
It's
funny
sad that a
squeaky
man
noise.
sick enough to do an animal like
Trap it in a
that.
coat and
I think
smack
they
it
should
with a
lock
hammer.
him in a cage and leave him for a while and let him know how the squirrel felt in there.
And while hearing about this attacked squirrel was pretty surprising, Clem says the drug raid didn't necessarily shock him.
Cars are coming in and out all night that shouldn't be coming in and out at that time of night. These young people, if they was in their right mind and not on drugs, they wouldn't be doing the things that they're doing.
Investigators say they contacted wildlife agents who said the
Oh,
best
that
thing
guy's
to do
good
would
for
be
some
to
sound
release
clips.
the squirrel into the
Yeah.
wild. They did that and said they weren't able to test it for meth. If Clem sees the squirrel in his yard,
Well, I'll stay away from it, I'll tell you that, because I don't want a hopped up squirrel around me.
Now, deputies did arrest Ronnie Reynolds on drug charges during the bust, but tonight they're still looking for Polk. Reporting live in Limestone County, Scotty K, Way 31 News.
We learned it is illegal to have a pet squirrel in Alabama, so additional charges could come
They
for that, as
learned
well as
that.
Yeah.
animal cruelty charges are as well.
What's her
Besides
name
that,
again?
Squirrel
Nausea.
investigators also found meth, drug paraphernalia, ammunition, and body armor during the raid.
Well, there you go. Nausea. With your
Wow.
report.
You know, when she said they expected to find drugs, but they didn't expect to find a squirrel. All I could think of was Monty Python. Nobody expects the Inquisition.
We've gone Monty Python now, huh?
Oh, yeah. It's always appropriate.
Yeah, that was a wild story. And then they released it. Then somebody released it back into the wild, so they weren't able to test it for meth.
Oh my god!
I don't want no hopped up squirrel around me.
I'm surprised they didn't say he would shoot it.
Yeah,
that guy he wanted to put the guy in the cage so he knew what it felt like to be that squirrel for a couple of days.